Genesis chapter 22. After these things God tested Avraham. He said to him, Avraham, and he answered, Here I am. He said, Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Yitz'chak, and go to the land of Moriyah. There you are to offer him as a burnt offering on a mountain that I will point out to you. Avraham got up early in the morning, saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, together with Yitz'chak his son. He cut the wood for the burnt offering, departed, and went toward the place God had told him about. On the 3rd day Avraham raised his eyes and saw the place in the distance. Avraham said to his young men, Stay here with the donkey. I and the boy will go there, worship, and return to you. Avraham took the wood for the burnt offering and laid it on Yitz'chak his son. Then he took in his hand the fire and the knife, and they both went on together. Yitz'chak spoke to Avraham his father. My father, he answered. Here I am, my son. He said, I see the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? Avraham replied, God will provide himself the lamb for a burnt offering, my son. And they both went on together. They came to the place God had told him about, and Avraham built the altar there, set the wood in order, bound Yitz'chak his son, and laid him on the altar on the wood. Then Avraham put out his hand and took the knife to kill his son. But the angel of Adonai called to him out of heaven, Avraham, Avraham. He answered, Here I am. He said, Don't lay your hand on the boy. Don't do anything to him. For now I know that you are a man who fears God, because you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. Avraham raised his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram, caught in the bushes by its horns. Avraham went and took the ram and offered it up as a burnt offering in place of his son. Avraham called the place Adonai Yireh. The Lord will see to it. The Lord provides. As it is said to this day, on the mountain Adonai is seen. The angel of Adonai called to Avraham a second time out of heaven. He said, I have sworn by myself, says Adonai, that because you have done this, because you haven't withheld your son, your only son, I will most certainly bless you. And I will most certainly increase your descendants to as many as there are stars in the sky, or grains of sand on the seashore. Your descendants will possess the cities of their enemies, and by your descendants all of the nations of the earth will be blessed, because you obeyed my order. So Adonai returned to his young men. They got up and went together to Beersheba, and Avraham settled in Beersheba. Afterwards Avraham was told, Milcah too has borne children. To your brother Nahor, Uz his firstborn, Buz his brother, Kemuel the father of Aram, Kesed, Hazo, Pildash, Yidlaf, and Betuel. Betuel fathered Rivkah, Rebekah. These 8 Milcah bore to Nahor, Abraham's brother. His concubine, whose name was Reumah, bore children also, Tevach, Gacham, Tachash, and Ma'acha. End of Genesis chapter 22.